gay marriage has been on the ballot in more than 3 dozen states. Every state, when the people are allowed to vote, have rejected it, including this state, including Maine, He's outspent 4-1, and that is because, and you will understand this someday, young man, that is because when you get older and you have property and you have interest, I mean, everybody asks, like, oh, things are changing, and people, no, young people are always stupid, I love you, but you don't understand what creates a civilization, and I will recommend to all of you a book I'm reading now, Charles Murray's Coming Apart. It will knock your socks off and mildly depress you, but part of one of the chapters is, not, there are a million books that have said the same thing, the linchpin of civilization is mother and father married to one another, not cohabitating, by the Look, I mean, Charles Murray says in his book, this has been proved 18 million times over 20 years. At first it was Christians who used to say this. People, took it with a grain of salt. Now we have all these
Christians are always right,
going, this is the problem with single motherhood. You raise little brats like this. In my book, Guilty, specifically on single motherhood, but Murray makes the point that there are now, hundreds of studies on children not raised by mommy, daddy, married to one another, not cohabitating. The results are exactly the same, by the way, single motherhood and a cohabitating couple. You get enormous amounts of further illegitimacy, criminality, sociological problems, hecklers at speeches. To have a civil society, there is nothing more important than the institution of marriage. We ought to do everything possible to protect it. And by the way, I will note that liberals have used one group after another. They will never fly under their own flag. We want to destroy marriage. No, they say they're, protecting women by using the feminist movement as their first thrust against marriage. Then, we want to help the poor and create the welfare state, which has basically completely destroyed roughly 70% of the black family. Now they're using the gays to go after the family. Another child of a single mother. There's nothing that can be done. This is why you need a mother and a father. No, I said it's varying between 51% and 60%. That's a majority. Check your math again.
Last time I said 46.
Check your math again.
Okay, and then I was wondering also how, in this great American nation that supports diversity, how you can stand here and name call with the blacks and judge us.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about how you stand here and be rude to American culture.
What did I say? How can you stand there and set yourself on fire? What did I say?
Everything about you called Obama a jughead. You said things about
a jughead? Oh, is Jughead a racist now? About a year into the Obama administration, I was on a radio show, and a guy called in and said, I think he had voted for Obama, and he said, I am so sick of he's our president, any criticism of our president is called racist. I voted for him. I will never again vote for a black man because you can't criticize him because any criticism is called racist. Patronize blacks and we have a black president. Don't say anything mean. It might upset the little darling. That is racist. No, I respect blacks. Unlike you. I'll go straight on the top when a black happens to be the president. You need to, get past the patronization of your little friends. No, treat them like adults.
Talking about niggers. If you please enlighten me, how Obama can be compared to Flavor Flav, who is a rapper.
How he can be compared to? That's, oh yes. Yes, excellent question. You're about to get the answer. That's what's known as a joke. Next question. Liberals' new strategy, not getting jokes.
Hi. Firstly, I get your columns every week. And as someone who aspires to be a writer, I admire you greatly. I love your writing. So I commend you on that. But, however, I do have two things I take issue with on. And a couple things, actually.
You gotta go fast, too.
When it comes to Romney Santorum. So I actually have two questions, if that's okay.
Okay, just make it a question quickly.
Okay,
and in the future, if we could not have long prefatory statements, just leap right in with the question.
Okay, all right. So the first one, when you say that Santorum voted against E-Verify, I know what you're referring to.
Wait, when I say Santorum, what again?
Voted against E-Verify.
Yeah.
You're referring to the McCain-Kennedy bill. And while in that bill, there was E-Verify in it. The bill actually had amnesty for illegal immigrants. And obviously, amnesty is not a conservative position. So it's a little misleading to say that he voted against E-Verify, when actually he voted against amnesty.
Perhaps, but he hasn't gone around, supporting E-Verify. Well, yeah, in the last 10 minutes. Because certain columnists started pointing out he opposed it. He was a senator. He did nothing on illegal immigration.
Okay. And the second question is, how can you say Romney is the most conservative when in the past he supported abortion, supported gay marriage, opposed the Bush tax cuts, still to this day supports No Child Left Behind, still supports cap and trade, still supports SUG, and of course had Romney Care, as well as raised taxes and increased spending as governor?
I feel like him answering Santorum. There's a lot in there that's false. I mean, the one thing Romney has switched on is abortion. I have friends in my personal life who aren't politicians and aren't doing it for advantage, who have gone from being pro-choice to pro-life. That is what Mitt Romney did, and he didn't do it when it was convenient. He did it when he was still governor of North Korea, and he had an embryonic stem cell bill sent to him, and he vetoed it. And Massachusetts pro-life groups gave him thumbs up, high marks. I've explained Romney Care. I'm not going to go into it again. I have an entire column on it. As for taxes, Ronald Reagan, a man most Republicans admire and see as our model, his first year as governor of California imposed the largest tax hike of any governor in the history of the United States. $1 billion. Income taxes, corporate taxes, sales taxes. Through the rest of his administration, he raised taxes again $1.5 billion. Meanwhile, Mitt Romney, and he had a 50-50 state legislature. Mitt Romney was facing a legislature that was 85% Democratic. Every budget he submitted had a tax cut in it. Every budget. They rejected it. But he did cut an income tax cut. He did cut some taxes. He balanced the budget, left Massachusetts with a surplus without raising taxes. Any Republican of a blue state who can balance the budget without raising taxes, he really does deserve to be put on Mount Rushmore. He did it by cutting spending, adding fees, increasing fees for things like, which I totally have no problem with, very specific things that people want to do. I mean, if something doesn't benefit everyone, it was things like golf fees, fishing fees, the fee to take the bar exam. But he slashed spending. He got emergency powers from the legislature. But we do have a lot of fantastic Republicans out there on our farm team. I mean, not just running for President, but to run for president. There's Ken Cuccinelli in Virginia, the first Attorney General to bring the lawsuit to get Obamacare declared unconstitutional. He's on fire, and he's very bright. Chris Kobach, Attorney General, I think of Kansas, he's the one who designed the E-Verify system. He's magnificent. So we have, and of course, I love Chris Christie. So we have a lot of great young Republicans coming up, and yeah, the Senate's very important, because no matter, even if we get Mitt Romney in as president, and I hope we do, he's going to need a Senate to work with. Otherwise, the same thing will happen to him in the United States, well, it won't be that bad. I was going to say it's happened to him in Massachusetts, where he faced an 85% Democratic legislature. It's amazing he got as much done as he did get done. But yeah, with a Republican Senate, and if we hold the House, there will be a new sheriff in town.